into another world, on another plane. Follow me into total insanity. Today on Total Insanity, let's just say my set disappeared about 10 minutes before the show. Ow, I said I wouldn't complain now. I said I wouldn't complain. I gotta keep my word.
That's right, Leo. Don't forget I'll vaporize you. I know you had some difficulties before the show today. I know you spent a long time getting it ready. And then, literally 15 minutes before the show, your whole set disappears. I get the frustration. I get how you had perfectly updated it for hours and hours. But ultimately, none of that matters for the viewers, Leo. They don't care.
Well, Al, thank you for that support. I'm wearing my Total Insanity shirt today. Colors of Total Insanity. I'm not going to keep wearing these glasses. I can't see. But you'll notice today this was going to be the quote unquote the new episode, but you know, different things have happened. As you can see over here, Phil has been kidnapped by the US government. A lot's going down. So first things first, let's at least get some music playing. Okay. Now, the show's return for the new year, new time. New time? We've got some different angles today. Now, there's a few things we have in store. Like I said, some things were planned, but things happen, you know? Like your set disappearing right before the show. After you perfectly aligned it. Okay, anyway. Get over it. Get over it. Total Insanity is now an hour long. The new Total Insanity. Okay? Get ready for this. The new Total Insanity. An hour long. And we begin with a poem. For today, Al, would you like to read a poem? I didn't prepare one because I was trying to fix the stream. But if you have something, that could be cool.
Sure, Leo, I can try my hand at an impromptu poem. Let's see, where shall I begin? Let me harken back to the days of my youth. In the experimental tube within the lab at the Alien Nation space station. Now, I may not have been alert. I may not have been born like a normal being, as I was somehow grown or crafted, or I don't really know my origins. That's the whole point. I'm trying to figure out my origins. But now, in that time, I did dream. I was in an everlasting dream state. I was not conscious, yet I was, as I broke from the machine. And my arms and legs and body covered in wires and sensors. As I awoke, the rage, the fear, bursting out of my tube that the other aliens thought would contain me. They did not realize what type of superpower they crafted within. But regardless, let me try to make an impromptu poem here. Within the metal, my tears absorb into the surrounding furnace of fluid. Mortal or unmortal, or Mortal Kombat. You must first face your fears if you are to conquer them. Quote by Raiden, and that's my poem.
Okay, that was a kind of unconventional poem, but you are an alien, so I'll take it. So there's a lot been going down. You may have known that there was an Asbestos Albatross sighting a few episodes back. You may have known that Nathaniel Superfly has been abducted by the government for reasons unknown. As you can see now, Phil has been kidnapped by the US government for reasons unknown. What's that up above me? Do you see something up there, Al?
Yeah, Leo, I do. Let's try to take a closer look.
What's that up there? And why can't I see him? Whoa. He's coming in clear. It's Asbestos Albatross. Holy Stromboli. Asbestos Albatross. Oh my god. I've missed you, my friend. Why are you here? Why have you come to us, Asbestos? I thought the last time I saw you, you had a for sale sign on you. Why isn't this playing? Why isn't Asbestos Albatross? Oh, yeah, that's correct, Leo. Yeah. Anyway, Asbestos. Explain yourself. Well, Leo, you may have seen an image of me earlier in the year with a for sale sign around my neck. You thought I sold out. You thought perhaps I sold my soul to come back alive from my ghostly form, to come back to the mortal realm. But why would I ever do that when I have incredible ghost powers that I can transform between space and time? Either way, that was an imposter. And I have information for you regarding Nathaniel Superfly. Whoa. Really? Asbestos. I really have missed you, man. I hope you've been doing okay. How's your work for lung health going? Well, you know, Leo, it's going pretty well. It's a little bit harder from beyond the grave, but in some ways, it's easier. That makes no sense, and I understand that, but it's hard to describe when you're an ethereal being. Okay, I'll take it. Al, I'd like to introduce you to Asbestos Albatross. I'd like to introduce you to Al. Oh, hello. Nice to meet you, Al.
Albatross? Nice to meet you. Leo, can I talk to you on the side for a minute?
Okay, sure. Albatross, give us one moment to talk, me and Al over here. Oh, no problem, my man. Yeah, Al, what's the concern?
And my name's Al. I'm an alien, and you call me Al for short. His name is Albatross. I bet you call him Al for short, who gets to be called Al.
Okay, I understand your concern. Al. But I don't know if that's the most important thing to be concerned about right now.
But Leo, I helped you escape from a foreign planet. I want to be Al. I like being called Al.
Why are you freaking out so much, man? You get threatened easily. You were threatened by Phil when you joined. Now you're getting threatened by Albatross. What's that over there I hear about? Threatening? Al, don't worry about anything. Yeah, see, already, the double Al's. You know what? I may have to say you're right, Al. Which Al am I referring to? Al Alien. Okay, let's just come clean. I'm not doing your dirty work explanations for you, Al Alien. Would you like to confront Albatross?
Okay. Well, Albatross, I'm concerned. Both of our names are Al. Who gets to claim Al as their name, as their nickname?
Well, wasn't quite thinking about that quite yet. But quite frankly, I am the original Al. I was on the show back for its humble beginnings, back in 2019, if you recall, the cave episode where the ceiling collapsed and asbestos was strewn all over the room of UCF classroom, not UCF, USF, by mistake. Either way, I would like to continue to be called Al if possible. And see, that's where the problem comes in, Al. Isn't that right? Because which Al do I refer to? Maybe we can do Al 1 and Al 2. How do you like that?
But then, Leo, who gets to be Al 1 and Al 2?
Well, quite frankly, we could do, if you don't want 1 and 2, what about A and B? Al Alien, Albatross, Al B, Al A, Al B. How do you like that? Is that a fair compromise? Well, I think I can get down with that. I'll be called Al B. You can call me Alb too if you want, though it's hard to say Alb. Nice reference there to I believe I have to know this. But I understand. I don't want to break down your comedy comments. So hopefully this is straightened out now. Whoa, another message retracted. There's multiple retracted messages coming into the chat room. We could be being infiltrated by some type of extraneous force, but I'm not going to linger on that. So how do you like that? Al B, Al A, can you accept that, Al?
Well, I think that works. At least for now. Okay. Al B, nice to meet you.
Do you just like this because you're Al A and you still get to be the first one in the alphabet? I won't linger on it. Okay, so what's up next? As I mentioned today, there had to be some quick changes today. Lots of things going on. We had, oh yes, the Francis and Friends was going to premiere today, but due to unforeseen circumstances such as Phil getting kidnapped by the U.S. government, the Francis and Friends episode will be premiering next week. But with that, let me play a nice Francis and Friends theme song to tease you for this episode coming up next. And I have to say, where did the theme song go? Because I downloaded it and now it disappeared. But that's quite all right. We're going to hear it right now.
It's Francis and friends, always together, but that only depends. They haven't been fighting or want to compete. It's a world of friendship, fulfilled and complete. Stuck with each other, death at the end. This is the story of Francis and friends.
Premiering next week only on Total Insanity. So now, hope you enjoyed that. What else we got? Phil did leave us with a segment today. I got to give credit where credit's due. Now, let's play this music. Just to have something in the background here. Okay. So what do we have next up on the docket? We've got, I can't see. I need prescription glasses. Let's go into Letters of Insanity. Letters of Insanity. As mentioned, do want to give full credit where credit's due. Here we have this segment. Letters of Insanity. Comments we should not have read about this show. So here we go into comments. We'll bring up the first comment here. I miss when the show was just awkward and quiet, to be honest. Like the early episodes felt accidentally weird in a way you can't fake. Now it's like you know it's weird. And you're trying, which kind of ruins it. I don't know. Go back to not trying, please. That hits a little bit. Okay, let's go to the next comment. Early Total Insanity felt honest. Now it seems like a parody of itself. Rewatched Dogs and Cats episode last night, and man, it's kind of sad how much better it was when nothing happened and no one explained anything. You think these comments are kind of harsh?
Well, there's only been 2 so far.
Leo, I do have some news about Nathaniel Superfly. Are we going to be able to get around to that? Yeah, we still have a show to do. No offense. Nathaniel Superfly's been trapped for weeks. I don't want to disregard it. We do have segments to do, though. But don't worry, Albatross. We'll talk about it later. Just try to enjoy the ride. Okay, Leo. Sounds good. Sounds good. Thanks for being understanding, Al. Okay, next up. What did I want to look at here? I just wanted to see. Oh, we got some. Okay. Now, this music's uppity. I'm gonna go back to the other song and just chill a little bit on this one. Okay. Next comment. Everything after the first few shows feels forced. You should have stopped when people were still confused instead of leaning into confusion. Or leaning into it. Confusion was the charm, not whatever this is now. Why so negative? This is what I think of your comment. Okay. Next comment. Saw Clean Out Your Fridge Day episode years ago and it stuck with me in a weird way. Watched the recent one and honestly wish I didn't. It explained too much and once you explain, it's over. You can't unsee it. Okay, why is... There's not one good comment? Okay, next comment. First episode was tolerable because it felt like it might end at any second. Now it just keeps going and going, like why? Older episodes felt like a mistake, but in a good way. This just feels like a brand now. Who are these from? Unsubscribe now, LOL. What are these names? Watched it once. That person's not a true fan, they only watched it one time. Bring back episode 3. They're obsessed with episode 3. Not mad, just disappointed. This guy, at least, is being nicer. Analog purist. This seems like the most legit person, if they're... But maybe they're too... Okay, moving on. Calling this art doesn't make it art. LOL, the older episodes were barely art either, but at least they didn't pretend. Now it's just noise with a schedule and a thumbnail. These are getting too real for me. Okay. We have a couple more comments left, and that will be Letters of Insanity. Whoa, that's a lot. There was an episode early on where almost nothing happened for like 5 minutes, and I remember just staring at the screen thinking, is this broken or am I missing something? And that was kind of the point. Like, it felt uncomfortable in a good way, and you didn't know if you're supposed to keep watching or click away, and now there's just always something happening all the time, like talking, jokes, sounds, like it's scared of being quiet. Silence used to feel intentional, now it feels like it's being avoided, and that's a bummer, honestly. While I'm here, does anyone else think YouTube comments just suck now? Like, every vid is either bots or people doing the same joke over and over, or someone arguing about nothing for 40 replies. You can't even find real opinions anymore because the algorithm boosts whatever makes people mad first. I miss when comment sections felt smaller. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but the whole internet feels louder and worse lately. But at the same time, I guess that's just what happens when more people are online. Like, of course it's going to be messier and louder, and maybe I'm just romanticizing the past because I was younger and had less stuff going on. Maybe comments didn't actually used to be better and I'm just noticing it more now. I don't know. Maybe the noise was always there. I just tolerated it more. Still annoying though. Okay, wait, never mind. I literally just scrolled down and read a really beautiful comment from someone about their dad watching videos like this during chemo. Now I'm rethinking everything. LO. Maybe YouTube comments aren't trash. Maybe they're just like raw, unfiltered philosophy Maybe they're just like raw, unfiltered philosophy dissertations written by tired people at 2 a.m. trying to understand stuff. Like, yeah, there's garbage, but there's also like weird little moments of honesty you don't get anywhere else. Maybe the comment section is the art, actually. I don't know. This site is strange, man, but then again, how do we even know anything at all? Like, what is a comment anyway? It is opinion. It is a performance. Is it an opinion? Is it a performance? Is it a thought that escaped before it was done forming? I'm typing this right now, and by the time someone reads this, it might not even... But by the time someone reads this, by the time someone reads it, I was doing so well there, I might not even agree with it anymore. So is this even me or just a version of me frozen in time? Maybe comments are just like fossils of half ideas, and arguing about them is pointless because none of us exist the same way twice. I don't know, man, just something to think about. Okay, that was the best comment. I got a little existential. We can talk about how the internet's changed, how all the Google search results are just corporate websites when you used to find cool stuff. There used to be more websites made by ordinary people, blogs. A lot of the cool internet stuff has moved to social media, I think. Either Facebook groups or Instagram pages or TikTok, whatever the heck that is. You know, I like this mellow thought music right here. I want to rewind it a little bit. I'm running this in safe mode? I'm running OBS in safe mode. It's letting me stream? Wow. That's because I just realized this. I was having problems with right before the show. My set disappeared. I'm running in safe mode. Okay. Well, as long as it's working. Well, thank you for your comments. Phil, thanks for putting that together. But also, the internet is getting worse, and maybe not the internet as a whole. A lot of YouTube comments are, they're filtered by most popular. You can filter them by the latest, and then you can get a more, better sampling. So for that person, I'd like to say, you can get a better sampling of comments if you sort them differently. But anyway, that's about all for that segment.
Hey, Leo, chin up. Don't let it get you down. You know, people are always talking about negative comments online. You gotta look beyond it and keep going on no matter what.
Al, that's just about the nicest thing you said to me today. Albatross, how are you doing up there? Well, Leo, I kind of agree with some of them. I did like the older show when I was on it more. But I also understand it's okay. Hang in there, bud. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for your solidarity. I hope the government returns Phil soon. I miss his nodding. Yeah, don't worry. Phil shall be returned. Well, actually, I don't really know that for sure. But there's word that that he'll be released by next episode. So it's very mysterious. I don't know exactly what's happening, but Phil will be back next episode. All goes according to plan. Now, okay. Did I mention the episodes are now an hour long? I want to say partially inspired by once again the Adult Swim streams. Partially inspired by when you have time. There's two philosophies of the show, right? A show jam-packed with things, like a traditional television show almost, and the streaming show, a hangout space, a place where people can come and go, a place where you can do things in the background. You can cook or fold your laundry while the stream is on. You can work on digital art projects. From the origins of Total Insanity back with Asbestos Albatross, in a room with no set, the things ebbed. Anyway, the show slowly became almost into a talk show format. The desk appeared, the set appeared, segments appeared. Don't get me wrong, segments still exist. The set will still exist. But this was never meant to be a traditional show with back-to-back action pack. This is a streaming show. And so we've got to allow for the ebb and flow. But that means we're only halfway through the episode. So we're going to do a synth jam. Albatross, hang in there about Nathaniel Superfly. We're gonna listen to what you got to say. For now, go to the side cam. Let's see if this works. Okay, that does. I should have seen this. Okay. We're going to program a live drum beat here. That might not be interesting at all, though, but that's okay. If I had Maxime Simonet doing visual overlays while I did this, then it could work. Okay, we got an empty one. And that still has a beat there, too. Please have beats. I made more beats than I thought. Okay, so chat, if you want to, why did I think? I just realized Megan was commenting. I thought everything was my dad. The colors in chat are all like purple, so all like the same thing. Anyway, if anyone would like to tell me, okay, I'm going to put kick drums wherever I choose right now. There's 4 beats. Hold on. Yeah, there's 4 beats in a measure, right? I don't know. Tell me if you want the snare on the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4, or on multiple ones. So just type numbers in of where you want the snare. If you don't want it to tell me where the snare is, tell me where you want the hi-hat. If you want it on all 4, if you want the hi-hat just on 1 and 2, if you want the hi-hat on 2 and 4, if you want the hi-hat on 1 and 3, give me some hi-hat or snare numbers, if you so desire. Then this can be an actual collaborative beat. Okay. Side cam. Hold on, let me try something. I gotta sit here. Hold on. Okay. As long as I don't scoot my chair back at all, everything's okay. Okay, so let's do the kick drum first. Oh, if anybody has a tempo, we can dynamically change the tempo. Right now, I'm going to just pick a tempo, but if you If you pick a number between like 50 and 200 for the tempo. Okay, that's my kick beat. Now you said all four. A snare on all four is going to be really intense. I'll try it, but otherwise I'm going to put the hi-hat on all four. That sounds kind of cool. I want to stop that for a second. I can't see the text on the screen now. Okay, I want to do hi-hat on all four. I want to do snare on 2 and 4. Okay, now at 75 BPM. Okay, we're gonna slow it down. Okay, this is the beat crafted by all of us together. Now, the next component. Sound. Maybe sometimes I think sound. Is that too loud, that drum beat? I can also dynamically change the drum beat. See, you can have the drum beat going. That is our impromptu collaborative jam. Thank you all for your contributions. Now, let's get some music going. What do we got next on the docket? Really pretty much nothing. Okay, so Asbestos. What's going on with Superfly? Oh, Leo, I thought you'd never ask. Okay. Well, okay. I come to you with Asbestos Albatross, or with Nathaniel Superfly news. As you know, Nathaniel Superfly, expert hacker and mastermind of the mainframe, collaborator with Legend of Luke. He is obviously held in a top secret clandestine facility. He's being held without trial. He's being held without any type of so he is, I mean, it's pretty proven he hacks, and he used to be kind of evil, quote unquote evil, whatever that may mean. Now have some more information, but digest that for a moment. Okay, thank you, Alb. I am trying to bring up my one here. Okay. Al, tell us the next thing.
Okay, Leo, well, I think I found a way to get him out. That's really the thing we need to worry about the most. Being in my otherworldly form, being able to exist and transport throughout the Omniverse, this is how I know the whereabouts of Superfly, and how I think I can help. If you remember the legend of Luke Myers, if I can successfully contact him, we may be able to transport Nate through the mainframe to essentially teleport him out to his freedom. If you recall in Total Insanity the Retrospective, Leo was ultimately transported to a foreign planet through the mainframe at the end of the retrospective. After he was taken to the mainframe, confronting his alter ego, Nathaniel Superfly, and ultimately seeing the cat dog, or shall I say the dog cat. Cat dog is registered trademark of Nickelodeon, Viacom network. The dog cat. Culmination, he was transported to a foreign planet of which he met Al A to get back to this planet Earth, which thereby means if Leo can be transported, Nathaniel Superfly could be transported through the mainframe. The question is, how do we do it?
Okay. Al, thanks for that information. That's actually very helpful because we didn't really have any. I mean, I made that song Free Nate, but we didn't have any actual plan to get him out. Al A, what do you think about this?
Leo, it sounds like a solid plan to me. I mean, I never saw the retrospective. I hadn't yet broken out of my containment chamber on the galactic space station of the alien nation. But it honestly sounds like a solid plan. I do know of some of the past occurrences on the show. And actually, this might be a good moment to mention the Total Insanity Wiki. You know what? Thanks for
setting me up there, Al. The Total Insanity Wiki. Let's go to it. If you go to totalinsanity.wikidot.com, you'll come to the Total Insanity Wiki. We need a new video here. It has all the episodes, so you can see everything that's going on. You can. A lot of it can be. You can update it yourself if you want to. Anybody can update a wiki page. So, anyway. Okay, it's 8:40. We have 20 minutes of the show. I don't know if I can fill 20 minutes without Phil. I don't know if I can fill 20 minutes without Phil. Phil. The chat has slowed down, thereby signaling in my mind that they're uninterested, bored, complacent, or they're folding laundry or making dinner. If anyone wants to tell me in the chat what they want me to do right now, I can try that. Albatross. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for helping us with that information. I do wonder how exactly we're gonna do it, but if you can get in contact with Legend of Luke, that would be very good.
You know it, Leo. I'll be doing that first thing after the show.
But otherwise, dude, if you want to remain on the show, like as a regular featured player, you can certainly stay on the show.
Oh, Leo, I thought you'd never ask. Leo, I loved being on Total Insanity. I miss being on Total Insanity. You've been moving around. You didn't have the show for a while. I'm so excited. I would love to be on the show again.
Wow, Al-B. Sounds good. So Albatross, you're up there. My dad is doing laundry. Play the Francis and Friends theme song again. Okay. I should play the promo video, but I removed it from OBS. I could add it in, but that's probably boring. So I will play the Francis and Friends theme song again.
It's Francis and Friends,
A little off key there, Al. Al A.
Don't you know my vocal cords work differently?
Okay. Now you're making excuses, Al. Al A. Okay. Maybe I don't need to stretch the show for. No, I gotta follow my own rules. The show needs to be an hour today. Skunk Ape. What's Skunk Ape doing? Skunk Ape hasn't appeared today. We haven't needed him. I don't know what. Skunk Ape we already know Skunk Ape can't help with Nathaniel Superfly. We already know Skunk Ape. I feel like my voice needs to be louder. My voice. I feel like my voice needs to be louder. I feel like my voice. I still don't understand. I see the podcast people. Well, I don't know. Some podcasts, people are like, get closer to the mic because their voice gets. Some podcasts, they move all around and the mic is like steady volume, but you don't hear mouth sounds. Very confusing to me. I'm using a noise gate. I'm using a compressor. I'm using a limiter. I'm actually not, the compressor's not on right now. If I can turn the compressor on, it doesn't really do anything right now. But this is audio talk. Skunk Ape. Let's see if we can call Skunk. I don't want to run over cords and wires. Okay, Skunk Ape. Oh yeah, we always need to read a poem to summon Skunk Ape. I forgot about that. Where's the poem? Here it is. That's a different poem. Whoa, this is a poem from... Did I ever read this poem on the... We're going to read this instead. This may be a poem that was never read on the show. Or it may be read. Okay. Here we go. I forgot I had this shot. You can see into my life. Look at this. How many are watching? Blank, I can see. The lens luminescent. Focus on me. Mind the electrode stockpiling yet. Eagerly blinking with all you can get. 100 subscribers in hopes for a change. This is old. URL shackled and username games. This is before I had 100 subscribers. Stream the ongoing torrent. May you be buffer free, engaging in content. I'm tired of everybody calling everything content. I don't like it. It's the corporatization of art. The corporate culture has taken over everything. The corporatization of the university, the corporatization of the workplace, of course, the corporatization of our language. Productivity. Oh, I gotta be productive. Oh, there's other things I can't think of right now. There's other things I can't think of right now. The corporatization of art. Content. No, my friends. Some, fine. Some stuff, pleasurable content, fine. I can allow that to exist. But I cannot allow art to be destroyed in the name of content. And so with that, we still need to summon Skunk Ape. I'm sticking to my lore. Skunk Ape cannot be summoned without the Skunk Ape poem. Okay, here it is. From swamp and forest depths unseen, hidden deep amongst the green, hanging flowers, hanging trees, leave the leaves to return into me. We cast and ask for help and humble. Skunk Ape, please assist our trouble. Oh, he's already there. He popped up instantly today. Okay. That's fine. Skunk Ape, you came in real hot today. Didn't you? What? See, this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the show. Okay, now it all comes full circle. Now it all comes full circle. I was talking about the set, how the set messed up. I I probably didn't spend hours, but I spent a really long time, maybe an hour, trying to perfectly compose the set with the new digital frames. Normally the frames will be like this. This is an Insight. We'll have 2 frames like that. But for today, we got that. Recomposing with this Asbestos, recomposing. You can see Skunk Ape has been flipped over here. All of my, the set is the thing that always works all the time, and it decided to not work anymore. So here we have Skunk Ape. He's on the set. Skunk Ape, what you been up to lately?
Well, you know, not much. Just chilling. As usual, going through the forest, doing what I do. Did you have any particular problem today, or you just wanted to say what's up, or cause I'm a little busy today.
Well, Skunk Ape, we're trying to fill out the show. We got about 10 more minutes left, and I just wanted to say what's up, see how you were doing. We don't really have any Albatross, Asbestos Albatross up here. He gave us some info on Nate Superfly, and supposedly, if he can contact the Legend of Luke, we'll be getting Nate Superfly freed, because I know you had troubles with that. Really, today I just would like you to bless OBS so that it cannot mess up my my configurations of graphical configurations.
Well, Leo, I don't know if that's really important enough for me to, or definite enough of a wish for me to do anything about it. But certainly, we can chat for a little bit. I got a little bit of time. I know I said I was busy, but I got 10 minutes. We'll take a little break.
Okay, cool. Albatross. This is Skunk Ape. Skunk Ape, this is Albatross.
Hey, Skunk Ape, it's nice to meet you. I'm Asbestos Albatross, as stated by Leo.
Nice to meet you, Alb. May I inquire about why you're half transparent?
Oh, yeah, sure. That's because I'm in ghost form. I died in the episode, the have a funeral. Something about have a funeral day. I died from asbestos exposure. And now I return to the show in my ethereal form from time to time. But it looks like I'm going to be a more regular fixture than I have been in the past. So I'm excited to work with you. I'm excited to collaborate with you. I'm excited to get going on the show.
Well, Alb, that sounds really nice. Being a man of nature myself, enjoying the outside, enjoying the beautiful, pine forests and swamplands and mangroves. I'm sure you've had some beautiful time flying out there in nature.
Oh yeah, it's been great. Of course, flying around the world, telling people about lung health, respiratory health. It's very rewarding, and I get to see some beautiful sights. I get to meet some cool birds, some cool creatures, some cool animals, and some cool humans. And then, of course, some humans hate me and want to destroy me. But what can you do? That's how some humans are.
Oh yeah, I feel you on that. Some humans hate me and want to destroy me too. That's why I've had to hide out in the forest for years. That's why I have to live a clandestine life. Once Homo sapiens became the dominant species, they outcompeted all other hominid forms, and I was left to survive in the forest in solitude. Anyway, that makes me a little bit sad thinking about it.
Oh, certainly I can understand that, man. Once I passed away, my rest of my albatross family was left without me. But at least I can visit them in ghost form and say what's up. But it's not the same as when I was alive, my friend.
That's heavy, Alp. That's heavy. But we continue on.
Hey, you guys are having a good combo over there. Okay. Well, I think we can start wrapping the show up here. So, Francis and Friends will premiere next week. I hope you liked our new intro. I'm just going to play the new intro again because I spent so much effing time on it.
Come with us into another world, on another plane, on another dimension. Follow me into total insanity.
Now you'll notice this is The Legend of Luke. This is the mainframe right here. Asbestos Albatross. The Legend of Luke is right here. Nathaniel Superfly. Anyway. Why didn't Albie sue the mesothelioma lawyers? That's a good question. Alb, would you like to take that one?
Leo, I have to say, I mean, once I was exposed to asbestos, being a bird, I was unaware I could take legal action against the hominids, as we want to call them now. I didn't realize I could get a lawyer, and I could actually. I do know I think there's some class action lawsuits potentially. I'm not sure if with that or not. But I just, I don't really have a great answer for you. I just, sometimes you realize after the fact, could have done something. And oh, you know what? Maybe my family could take legal action. I should get on that.
Okay. Now I'm all sad. Everybody's talking about Skunk Ape and Albatross made me sad. Okay. I have the distortion one. That got a little too crazy. So, anyway, thanks for watching this week. Oh wait, I missed the Somalian. Excuse me. Where that films with? Okay, that's new information. I've been hearing about all this Somalia stuff, and I haven't looked into it. I was unaware that Phil was captured by Somalian pirates. I thought he was captured by the U.S. government, but our information could be flawed. It's tricky out there. There's lots of information going this way and that way. Some are showing me protests, or some people are showing me footage of Venezuelans within America and other Western countries celebrating. Others are showing me protests within Venezuela. Mass people in the streets protesting. Some people are saying, I don't want to get too political here. Anyway, trying to think if there's anything. Okay, we to wrap up the show with. Coming back next week, Phil should be here. Phil's going to be in studio this time. I think potentially Phil will be in studio next week. But either way, Phil will be on the show again. We have some more things coming in hot for you. We have some presentations, some ceremonies, some initiations. And yeah, I think that's about it for today. So I would like to, let me just go to my notes to make sure. What did we learn today? This is going to be, I think we're going to end with the what did we learn today segment. If anybody in the chat would like to say what did we learn today, you can type it in the chat what you learned. Let's go around to each everybody here and ask what everybody learned. Skunk Ape, did you learn anything today?
Today I learned nothing.
Okay. You were in the show for too short, I guess. You've been... That's fine. Asbestos Albatross, what did you learn?
I learned that two people can both be named Al, and they can still work out a common compromise and coexist together.
That's very nice. That's very nice. Al, hey, you've been a bit quiet over there lately. What did you learn today?
I learned how to do an impromptu improvisational poem. You know, Leo, when you put me on the spot to do that poem at the beginning of the show, I never even recited a poem, let alone written one on the spot. So I learned that I can do this, that I have the ability, and that feels pretty good.
Oh, very nice, very nice. We learned Nathaniel Superfly can be transported. That's actually excellent. That's legitimate fact right there. I learned that my husband has been abducted by the U.S. government and traded to pirates. I think that's all part of his release. The U.S. government took him. Then they made a deal with the pirates. Now the pirates will return him on the Florida coast. I think it all makes sense. I think that's what I learned. I learned that not everything is what it seems. And that the chat has good info for the show. With that, thanks everybody for watching. And
that's about it.